Okay, trade report for Thursday, September 17th. Um, Start off the day with Sequinum having big news in the pre-market. You can see here there was a huge spike. I actually saw this because I own the stock. I'm in a swing position. I saw it start to move, and then the news came over the wire that they had launched a test for cystic fibrosis, similar to the one for Down syndrome that caused all the problems before. But market analysts have pegged this worth about $100 million a year to the company, where the Down syndrome test is worth $1 billion. So it was good that they launched the test, and things are kind of back on track. It went up to previous resistance here, which is about 650. You see the daily previous resistance here on these lines is about 650. It tested that and then came back. The volume's good volume, but not the big ones like these other days. So if anything, it was a shot over the bow of the shorts, basically to say that this company is they're working and they're getting things out there. They promised at a convention, a conference, investors conference, that they were going to, take certain steps to right the company after this huge dump. Remember this big dump here? This is when I guess the information kind of leaked a bit, but the testing, the Down syndrome testing data was mishandled, so it's caused this big dump, and it's been slowly kind of regaining ground, and they're awaiting the new test data. So that's the story of Sequinum. I actually could have sold out up here for a decent profit, but I thought it would take off and maybe bust into the gap into the sevens here. I was hoping it would get into this gap here in that news, but that news was not strong enough. It pulled right back to almost where it was trading around a couple days before, below 6. The after hours is just around 6. So we'll see what happens tomorrow on this one. But I didn't do anything with that. I just watched that. What I did take, pretty much the only trade of the day of any substance, was a news play. It was Comstock Home Building Companies, CHCI. They came out with news that they had restructured their debt. So I jumped in here at 90, and I set a sell order for 98. So I exited 98, and then the thing took off. I did a little looking into it while I had some time. Here's a weekly chart. On a weekly chart, there's a ton of room. We got room up here to about 145. I don't know how good this news is, but this stock was toiling around bankruptcy levels here. 12 cents a share. So later on in the day, I bought it a couple more times. I bought 114 right in the pullback here. This one here coming up, I thought we might take off. A smaller position. I was actually going to swing it for a couple days. And then when I saw it picking up steam, I bought a big chunk at 116, and I sold 123 and 124, all of it, and then it dumped back, and it's ticking up a bit in the after hours. So keep your eye on that one. That was a good trade. I made most of my money today on that. There's a daily on it. So it's been popping a little bit. Maybe a little extended for now, or maybe this debt news is good and it's going to carry it much further. WNR. This is a position I've been in. Unfortunately, I've been underwater, and I told myself when this thing was going to turn, I was going to size up big and ride this for a week or so, and just try and get this from like 6 to 9, get that run. But I didn't, and today it had a huge day, 650 to 750 almost. And then the after hours, it got pumped on fast money. Big time options action there. So as you see, the after hours mentioned here are fast money. Pete Nigerian, boom, up another 40 cents, 30 cents. So this one's keep your eye on. There's the refiner. It's got a huge short interest. It already been pounded here. So if the shorts didn't exit, they're looking for more. They're probably going to get squished right here, squeezed. Plus refining margins are getting better. Things are looking better for the refiners. So keep your eye on WNR. And the only other trade I took was EDAP. This is my play that I exited before, but I keep my eye on. and it's still kind of holding ground. All the pullbacks are lighter volume. It's still up here above 4. Tested 4. So anytime it comes near 4, I buy some of it. I was checking it today. I actually bought right down here, 406, almost near one of the lows of the day. And I was hoping it would get back up here around 440, and I was going to sell right near the close, but it didn't look like it was doing much. So I sold out at 412, and in true EDAP fashion, right at the close, a little spike up for another 8 cents. But just made like 6 cents on that trade. And in the after hours, this is where I caught some good money too. I didn't even see this take off. This was mentioned on CNBC on, I think it was Fast Money. What was it, after 4? No, just CNBC. They cut in with Mike Huckman. And I tried to get my order loaded for 640, but my default order is a day order, not after hours order. So I missed that. End up buying at 680, way up here. It looks terrible on this. Let me go to a 1 minute chart. Yeah, I bought up here at 680, and I looked at the weekly on it, the daily, and I thought it would test 7. He reported that they have a conference or news, a media event scheduled for tomorrow, to announce news. So we don't know what it is. It just took off, and I thought it would test 7 up here. So I thought I still could squeeze 20 cents out of this. So I bought it 680, and I set a sell order for 2 cents under $7, and it got filled. I've been hitting these spikes this whole week. I must have a rabbit's foot in my pocket. But so that's my first one, and then when it pulled back to 42, I bought at 642. I put a buy order in, and I sold 66 on the bounce. And then the rest of it, I was almost tempted to buy it again, but it didn't look strong enough, so I just passed on it. Same thing happened with Palm. I was looking to buy Palm, but my order defaulted a day order, and I missed it. As soon as they mentioned that there was the guidance forward, let's go to the after hours, it sold off right away. Then on TV they mentioned they upped their guidance, and it was a blowout quarter. I clicked buy at $14 a share, and my order defaulted today, and I got rejected, and it just took off. I didn't want to chase, and it took off almost $2. I was angry, not too happy, and then it sold back down actually to 14. But that was all the action I had today. I did decent. It was good, but it wasn't great. Hope yours is better.